Micah Frankel for CageMinds.com. We're being joined on the phone right now by Conrad Padilla, 1 week away, headlining Jacksons MMA Series 11 against Nick Rhoads. Thank you for the time, Conrad. How you feeling?
That's fine, man. Thank you for having me on. I'm feeling great, you know what I mean? Weight's down, you know, and it's feeling pretty good right now.
Last hard practice is over?
Oh yeah, all the hard practice is over, you know, now it's time to just, you know, kind of relax, do some light conditioning, you know, keep the weight down, watch what I'm eating, you know, be sure not to go overboard, you know, right now, the only thing to look at is going about 10 pounds off the weight, you know, a week out from the fight, so it's actually, looking pretty good. I'm feeling great.
So, it's pretty easy of a weight cut. Are you almost feeling that it's too easy?
It's starting to be. You know, my last fight, I got down to 143, and I was feeling pretty confident that I could even drop down to 135, so I was fine with that idea. This last fight, I was, you know, the last weight cut, I was sitting at about 172 pounds when I started my weight cut. But now, you know, it came down and came off so easy thanks to the help of my wife. You know, she was cooking a lot of paleo diet recipes and things like that. So she's really helped me and Bubba McDaniel, you know, get our weights down. And we're so far ahead of the game that we're feeling, you know, pretty good that we can have a little, you know, snack and a little treat in there. So it's nice.
So the diet that your wife came up with, was this something that was already being planned, or how did it come about to make this change?
Well, we you know, I conditioned very hard anyway, but I needed something to, you know, keep my energy level and keep my muscle sustained and everything else. And we just kept looking on Facebook and we started finding all these really cool recipes on there's a page on there. And thank God my wife was out of cook, and she was able to, you know, incorporate those meals into her diet. And she cooks us 3 to 4 square meals a day, along with our supplements, you know, creatine, protein, amino acids, and just getting everything balanced. And I feel like I'm getting this down to not exactly a science, but a really good routine. And like I said, I'm feeling great, and I'm feeling energized, and I'm ready to go.
And then also, could you talk a little bit about the crazy workouts you've been going through at Firebells?
Right. I really good friend of mine, Mark Hoffman, we grew up together. He's an instructor, a strong first instructor over there. And I know Zon Horton and Charles Bustos and Lisa Vargas and Ryan Nazari, and they've all, you know, been really welcoming over there and really helpful. And, you know, anytime I need something, they're like, don't be afraid to ask. And when I'm in there in the classes, you know, they will tell me, hey, you know, we need you to do a couple extra of these or this. And Mark's been great. He met me last week at 5 in the morning and was like, you know, let's get you another, you know, hard session before you do the Austin. And, you know, things have been, like I said, everything is just, it's like it's all falling into place and it's perfectly timed, you know.
So, specifically still with that workout, how is that different from other programs that you've tried before?
The kettlebell, to me, is like, they emphasize on, like, the core structure, you know, getting a nice strong core, that's all the power comes from, you know. The torquing the hips on the hooks, the twisting the core on the twitch. To me, it feels like I'm hitting harder than everything else, you know, just because of incorporating all those movements. It builds functional strength rather than traditional just bodybuilding movements. So I'm feeling like I'm hitting 10 times harder than I did, you know, my first pro debut, so.
Okay, so for a guy that his first 2 pro fights lasted a combined 5 minutes, winning by TKO, the prospect of you striking even harder, something that your opponents are going to need to take note of. We know in your last fight, it seemed like you threw the kitchen sink at Rolando Cespedes. Did you think there was a point where he was finally going to drop? You were hitting him with everything.
Wait, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that part. Could you repeat that?
From your last fight. We know you're a heavy hitter from the last Jacksons MMA Series 10 when you took on Rolando Cespedes. Did you think you were going to finish him? I remember that fight. You hit him with the kitchen sink and everything.
Yeah, Rolando was really tough. He actually caught me, and I was happy that my condition was on place, that I was able to, regain my composure. I know I hit him with some really good shots. I couldn't really get my timing down because every time I tried to engage, he would break contact and backpedal quite a bit, which he did the whole entire third round, and I was actually really trying hard for a takedown. I just could not time it. And but I know I was in shape for 3 rounds, and all I kept telling myself was just keep pushing this pace, and if he gives me an opportunity, drop some bombs, and like I said, his movement wasn't the best, but he just kept moving backwards, and I was chasing him, but I was trying to be sure not to overcommit and get caught again like I did in the second one.
Training at Jacksons MMA, and then you're on the Jacksons MMA series. Last time the co-main event, and now the main event. How's that progression feeling, and how special is it to be doing that here in Albuquerque?
It's awesome. I grew up in Albuquerque, lived there my whole life, joined the Army, came home. Never would have thought I'd be headlining a fight card, ever. Even when I first started training, I was 215 pounds, so if you were to tell me that I'd be eventually headlining the best gym in the world, fight card, I'd have told you you're crazy, and it's definitely an honor, and it's definitely a wake-up call that, hey, my skills have gotten to that point where they're considering me to be the main event, so it's an honor and it's a privilege, and I'm happy to go, and I'm trying hard for it, because to me it's an honor, and I want to respect that and respect the coaches there, and then give them the honor of, hey, I worked hard for this, and I want to go out there and show them the best.
Right now, you've been a pro since April of 2010, it says. You've had 4 fights in about the 3 years. How are you feeling that your activity level? How happy are you with that, or are you having trouble finding fights where you wish you were more active? What's going on that aspect?
I really do wish I was more active. I would love to fight like 4 times a year. I think that'd be perfect. When I first started as an amateur, it seemed like I was fighting every other month. I fought 5 times in 1 year. I believe when I first started, I mean, that was to include kickboxing and MMA matches. I just want to be as active as possible. I mean, I'll take a thumb wrestling match if that's what it comes down to. I just want to be as active as possible. I'm turning 35 in August, and I'm trying to cram in as much, activities or fights, competitiveness as I can between I'll take boxing match, kickboxing, MMA. It doesn't matter. I just want to be as active as possible because I think I'm not reaching the end of the line as far as my career goes, but I definitely like a lot more activity rather than 8-month breaks, 6-month breaks, 1-year breaks. It is a little frustrating. I don't have a manager, but I feel like now that I'm in Jackson a lot more and there's going more fights, it's actually nice to be put on these cards now.
So with that, 8 months off, like you said, how much time to improve, and are you going to be a totally different fighter now coming out with that 8 months to just improve?
Right. I took a few months off. I entered in some CrossFit competition, just for fun, just to see how it compared to some of those guys, and I'm getting that itch to compete more in the CrossFit games as well. I mean, I don't think I'll ever make it to like the regionals or anything huge because my own guys are really strong. But I think that 8-month break, it helped me build a lot of strength And then now I'm just leaning out and fine-tuning what skills I have. I feel my striking has gotten a lot better since my last fight, and I plan on displaying quite a bit of it at next Saturday on the 10th.
When you looked back at that last fight against Rolando, what was the one area you were looking at and you said, this is where I need to start working on?
More head movement, more footwork, and just getting a whole lot more active. I've watched some of the, I've watched a few of the fights that Nick Rhoads has had against his former opponents, and a lot of them just move straight in and move straight out, no head movement, and he's been able to capitalize on that. So in the Rolando fight, you know, he caught me not exactly being lazy, but I'm thinking that I got a little comfortable in that second round, and that's when he hit me that uppercut. So that's one thing that I'll be ready to admit that that's what I need to work on: footwork, head movement, and throwing my combos and then exiting out strategically rather than sitting down and looking at my work.
Going into this fight against Nick, he's 4-1 in his last 5 fights, 4 of his 5 wins by submission. What do you think's going to make the difference between you and him come fight night?
Come fight night, what's going to make the difference is the fact that he's coming up to our elevation. I've got crazy good training partners that are awesome. Like the two are at his wins. You know, I believe he's had 1 unanimous decision or 1 decision, and then he's had 2 by rear naked choke and 1 by guillotine, or vice versa, something like that. I've got really great training partners that are good at those, and I think those guys fit. So I think that if it does go down, I'm pretty active on top. That you know he's gonna have to block quite a few punches and elbows and knees to the body, and you know I try to stay pretty active, like a dog on a bone. You know, I'm just working on tearing them up, and you know if he wants to jiu-jitsu, I'll let him jiu-jitsu all he wants. I'll be the one punching. So that's fine.
With that, his wins coming by the chokes, was really that a choke defense something that not really you were worried about, but something you were aware of that you needed to work on? Was that an element that you really concentrated on?
I don't overlook any aspect of the game. You know, I have been working on rear naked choke defense. I have been working on routine defense. The Raptors come in and he's showing us a lot of good, technique defense, a lot of technical defense, and during my training, you know, when I'm getting hit, I give up my back, and those guys are trying to work those chokes. I'm working on getting that muscle, getting my hands up, defending my choke, defending my neck, and I'm ready. I feel so confident about this fight that it can't get his ass off.
So then how's it been also, well, just for you in general, you got training, the family, and also the barbershop. How is it that you're able to deal out all your time and use that time management?
I get up at the butt crack of dawn, man. I'm up before the sun, bro. I get up at 5 in the morning. I'm at the gym at like 5:30. I do my conditioning. It's pretty intense, and I know that I only have myself to rely on at that early hour of the morning, because nobody else wants to get up that early with me, and that's fine. I know how hard I need to push for this fight. I put a lot of pressure on myself to make sure that, God forbid, I don't get my hand raised that night. It's not because I wasn't conditioned enough. That dates back to my very first kickboxing smoker, where I gassed out with 30 seconds left, and I told myself I would not do that again. So I get up at 5 in the morning, I go home, I shower, shave, I eat breakfast, I head to work, I open up the shop, I leave at 10, I go to sparring, I go to wrestling practice, whatever, and I set up to where I do appointments Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Friday I'm at the shop all day long, but I still have time to condition in the morning, condition in the evening, and then Saturday I take the day off, and I work on shop all day till close. So that's, I mean, I just have to get up earlier than everybody else and get everything in, and that's what I've been able to manage it.
Amazing. So now we got this fight coming up. Still got a few months left in the year. What's the goals for the rest of 2013?
So the rest of 2013 is just trying to be as active as possible. I got a potential boxing debut in September. If everything goes well on the 10th, I'm not looking past the 10th. You know, but I'm trying to get other things set up as well. But we're still playing it day by day. So if everything goes well on the 10th, yes, I'm going to accept the pro debut boxing match up in Buffalo Thunder. It's not set in stone yet, so I'm not anticipating that whatsoever. But I am working on some boxing and just trying to be as active as possible between now and the end of the year. And then look forward to 2014. Hopefully have a real busy winter, a real busy summer, a real busy fall. just be as active as possible and start throwing my name out there, start hunting for more fights.
The boxing, was that always something that you wanted to do, or is it the problem you've been having finding fights that it was, if I can get it, I'm going to take it?
No, well, I mean, I wouldn't want to box since I was a kid, you know, growing up watching Daniel Romero, Pepper Chavez, Johnny Tapia, Tyson, all the greats, and I just thought, you know what, I can get up there and do that, and now I know I can get up there and do that, so it's just, I'm not gonna leave MMA to go try to pursue a boxing career at the age of 35. I'm just doing it as another activity, more experience, get my hands sharper, hit harder, and get the little technical aspects, and then try to mix it all together. I mean, that's the point, right? Mixed martial arts, you know, and I'm still working on wrestling and everything else. Boxing, if I pop up, heck yeah, I'll take them. If I'm in shape, heck yeah, I'll take them. I've already told these guys I'm not gonna take, you know, a 1 week notice fight. So I like to, not that I'm being picky and choosy, it's just that I want to be mentally and physically prepared for any obstacle that gets put in front of me.
Sounds like a plan, and hopefully we can see you more active here coming up. Wanted to give you a moment, shout out to sponsors, thank the people that have helped you. Take that time right now.
You got it. I want to thank Ed Grado at Texas Fightwear. He has a local kid, buy his gear, great gear. Liz Paul, Total Body Balance, she's helping me out. She does kineso tape. 10 years experience, guys. She's not doing this because the Olympics made it cool. She's been doing this for 10 years. She doesn't use the cheap knockoff fan tape. She uses the actual licensed kineso tape. Buy her packages, they're worth it. Mark Hoffman, Lisa Vargas, Ryan Azari, Charles Bustos, John Horton, Firebell, go check them out, guys. Straight up kettle-bell gym, build some real strength. Conrad Barbershop, all my guys at the shop, Kathy, Alvin, JJ, best crew in the world, best customers in the world, and Jacksons MMA. Appreciate everything that all my training partners and my coaches have done for me, and Barry Gibson for, you know, staying around, spending some time to work my hand, Sergio Chavez, UFC Gym, as well, traditional boxing coach. And, that's it. Thanks, guys. I don't like that. Thanks for me, babe. Best job in the world. Great meals. Paleo all the way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Conrad. Everyone listening, Jacksons MMA Series 11, Conrad Padilla, Nick Rhoads, a great featherweight main event. It's August 10th, Tingley Coliseum. We'll see you there. Thank you for the time.